So, my name is Adeyemi Obadimon. You are on to News Extra online television. On News Extra, this is our sports segment, and I have my guest here, Akinwale Kasali. So, we are going to be discussing about the UEFA Champions League, the Golden Eagle they played yesterday, they lost to Burkina Faso. So, we are going to be reviewing that, and we look at what will happen in the weekend, the Premiership, and the probably the La Liga. So we will review everything and we'll give you guys our audience the update on what is going on in the sports. Once again, my name is Adeyemi Obadimo. Welcome to News Central Online Television. Akin, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Morning.
It's a pleasure being on this platform, and I know we are going to serve our audience the best of sports, football in particular.
Well, Akin, let's quickly look at the UEFA Champions League that happened between Real Madrid and Man City. Hey, what is your take on that match?
Well, sincerely speaking, I have to commend the Real Madrid team because when you look at the areas of stars they have in their squad, and you know that this set of players have been playing week in, week out in terms of for the past 4 years. It has been the same set of players with just two or three inclusions into the team. But looking at their poor performance in La Liga, in the league, but coming to the Champions League and forcing a team that is presently on form, talking about Manchester City, that has been playing fantastically well in the Premier League and are on the verge of him getting the league.
Yes.
When you look at the game, you will see that the first 15 minutes, Manchester City dominated with their tiki-taka pattern, and you could see that they were determined to win the game.
Yes.
But experience came into play in that match. You will see how Real Madrid, the midfield duo of Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, were able to calm the game and took the momentum off
The match.
Manchester City. And with that, before you know it, in the 36 minutes, they got their first goal.
Yes.
It was a fantastic strike from Vinicius Junior. So you could see that this Real Madrid team, they were able to absorb the pressure and they have a focus. It's just so sad that they went to sleep for Kevin De Bruyne to have gotten the equalizer.
I even want to chip in that if you look at the 67-minute goal by Kevin De Bruyne, you will also see that yes, Manchester City they are determined and they really want to win back. Let's round up on Manchester City and Real Madrid. Do you think Manchester City maybe they will be victorious at the Etihad Stadium?
I want to take you back to last season. This same team played each other.
Yes.
And the game was settled at the Etihad Stadium. And I know that Guardiola wouldn't want what happened last season to repeat itself. He doesn't want another deja vu. So I know he will go all out to get that victory. But I'm still optimistic that Real Madrid, the Galacticos, they will show us the stuff they are made of.
Well, next week, let's look at what we have.
It's just a few days from now. So
let's also look at the Inter Milan and AC Milan. So Inter Milan won the match by 2-0.
You know,
AC Milan, I think that they are not the almighty AC Milan.
You know when you look at the Milan derby, because it's called the Milan derby.
Yes.
Both of them are using the San Siro Stadium.
Yes, San Siro.
You know that they are rivals, they are neighbors, and their matches are always epic. And I am not surprised that Inter won the game by 2 goals. 2 first-half goals. In the first 15 minutes, they got the result.
Zeko scored the
first goal for Edin Zeko, second goal for Eric Mkhitaryan. So they were prepared. They missed several chances. A lot of their ball, 2 of their balls hit the bar. Likewise for the AC Milan team. But I don't see AC Milan coming back from that 2-goal deficit.
Yeah.
It's a long work ahead.
Let's wait.
It's a long work ahead.
Let's also look at our Golden Eaglets. They played yesterday to Burkina Faso and they lost 2-1. What can you say briefly about that match? But let me chip in something because I was I think if you look at the match very well, if you watch the match very well, yeah, our Eaglets they still have a long way to go. That first goal they scored against Nigeria, the Golden Eaglet, that was a very cheap goal. Even that goalkeeper, I thought he should have punched the ball instead of said he want to catch the ball. So the inexperience and anything played out yesterday.
It's just so sad because Nigeria is not going to the World Cup.
Yes.
That so they've shattered the hopes of millions of Nigerians, soccer fans that were looking forward to seeing our golden eaglets at the World Cup. But so sad. It's a very sad one for the Kochinuka Ogbadele team because they were shambolic. It was a shambolic display. They were abysmal. They couldn't. They created chances, but they couldn't convert their chances.
Yes.
And football is all about scoring.
Yes.
And
I even thought by that first time we should have even sealed our this because we lost so many
from the
chances.
blast of the whistle, we dominated the game. So I don't know. It's just so sad for the boys because that is the end. Some of them that's the end of their career.
Yes.
But it's also sad that their lackadaisical approach to the match cost them the game. The first goal was too so cheap. The second goal, though I have my own reservation, I don't believe that was a penalty, but the referee says it was. But notwithstanding, when you're not unable to convert your chances, then you know that there is a problem.
Okay.
So
So Akin, like we even skip to talk about the Europa. Juventus and Sevilla. That match was no, that match was super. Did you have any reservation about that?
Juventus were just lucky not to have lost in Turin. They got a last gap equalizer in the 97th minute by Federico Gatti.
Yes.
That strike was gave them hope that when they go to the Vicente Pizjuan Stadium in Seville,
Sevilla.
possibly they will win because we all call Sevilla king of Europa.
Yes.
Because they are when it comes to Europa League,
they know how to
they are superb.
They have the tact,
So
they have the energy to play.
a team that was doing badly from the beginning of the season in the league, and they have been formidable in the Europa League. You know that they have the impetus, they have the charisma, they have what it takes to win the Europa League. And that early strike by the Moroccan forward.
Well, me, I hope and I believe the Juventus will overcome
Well,
the second. And that's my home reservation. Because they also played well.
You have the right to opinion, but I see Sevilla winning that second leg. If you look at what even played out in the second match, Roma versus Bayer Leverkusen, Roma was able to just get a goal in the 62nd minute by Eduardo Bove. That long goal, that long strike means a lot.
And in the Spanish La Liga, we have Real Madrid, Getafe. We have Borussia Dortmund, Borussia Mönchengladbach. We have Bayern Munich and Schalke 04. On Sunday, Arsenal are playing against Brighton, while Everton will be playing against Almighty Man City. Okay, let us look at Chelsea, Nottingham Forest. Michael, how are you? You are welcome to Let's Talk on News Extra Sports segment. So, what is your contribution to the UEFA Champions League that was played Real Madrid and Manchester City? So, what would you like to say about that?
Well, it is a clash of two titans. As we all know, in Europe this season, they are the two giant clubs who are doing fine in their respective league. If you look at Real Madrid, currently topping the Spanish La Liga league with about 5 points, while Manchester City also leading the EPS table with about 4 points ahead of their arch rival Arsenal. However, if you look at history, you realize that Real Madrid had become a dominant factor in UEFA Champions League competition because for over the years, in the last 10 years, they've been able to dominate the scene and reaching the final for a consecutive time of about 5 periods, and they haven't won it for about in fact, having won it for the 5 period they've appeared in the final. However, this season we are likely to see a Real Madrid in the final or a Manchester City in the final. And unfortunately for Pep Guardiola, if he doesn't, win the UEFA Champions League this season,
Mm.
he might throw in the towel at Etihad Stadium because the reason why he was actually employed as manager for the Merseyside for the
Manchester City,
Leicester City side is for him to win the
UEFA Champions
prestigious
League.
UEFA Champions League, which has eluded the team in the history of that football club.
Uh,
However, if you look at the first encounter in the first leg played at the Bernabeu, you will realize that Real Madrid failed, to actually utilize their chances. However, you won't take away the fact that they actually showed their superiority when it comes to possessing the ball at the same time, taking control of the pitch of play on that day. But Manchester City also, were able to contain the pressure. At the same time, you give it to the talisman in the midfield, that is the Kevin De Bruyne, who actually,
showed
play
class.
kind of a master stroke for to disappoint the fans of Real
Real
Madrid. So
Madrid.
it's going to be the second leg, of course, is going to be a match to watch. It's going to be breathtaking,
cracker.
and then it's going to be a cracker that's actually determine who the champions are. And I can assure you that whoever emerges winner among the two in the second leg will eventually,
Sorry,
go away with the
sorry,
trophy.
Michael.
Wale is here. He is my guest on the show today. So he wants to say one or two things. He wants to talk to you.
Michael, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Ali.
Yes. For what fine, you've done a good analysis about the match. But what is your take? Who do you think will get to the final of the Champions League between Real Madrid and Manchester City? Who are you tipping to get the final ticket?
Well, my submission will be hinged on two perspectives.
Okay.
Number one is the fact that if you look at the dominance of Real Madrid in the Champions League in the last 10 years, one would like to give it to Manchester City. That it is high time we have new champions. That Madrid cannot.
That's based on sentiment.
Yes, of course, that's how I say from this perspective. However, if you look at it critically, you agree with me that when it comes to the Champions League, Madrid has the experience. No matter how poor they play in their league, when it comes to Champions League football, they change the dynamics. They come to the party with their full form, with their best legs, and then they give it all out. And in fact, if that's not taking the other Champions League will be named Real Madrid Champions League. However, Manchester City also, they've proved to the world that they're also not pushover, because in the last 5 years that they've been consistent, reaching the semi-final, quarter-final on consecutive basis. And this time around, this is their last chance again. They're in the semi-final already, and this is the last chance to win the final.
Chelsea will play against Nottingham Forest. As a Chelsea fan, do you think your team is going to lose again as usual?
Well, we don't know. We don't know the poor form Chelsea is right now. We don't know the performance. I know, owing to the changing of management, the changing of new coaches, and the change and the recruitment of new players. So it is difficult for the team to actually blend together this time around. However, the match against Nottingham Forest is a must-win for Chelsea if actually they want to escape relegation totally. Because right now they only need a 3 points, to escape that relegation. And beating Nottingham Forest at the weekend will actually restore the confidence in the minds of the player, at the same time in the minds of the coming manager who is going to take over the football club anywhere from now. So I give it to Chelsea. Of course, they've been through the thick and things, they've been through up and down, but I believe that they will revive their league and survival of the league at the weekend against Nottingham.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael.
But he has said it all. The Chelsea Nottingham Forest match is a big match, because Nottingham Forest is trying to escape relegation, and they're just 1 point above the relegation
Because
zone.
our time, okay.
So
let's look at Manchester United and Wolves. What is your prediction on that?
well, Manchester United and Wolves. Looking at Wolves, coming last weekend, they won against Aston Villa by a goal to nil,
Yes.
courtesy of Tote's strike.
Yeah.
But the fact remains that the Wolves coach have been able to put that confidence in that team. So I believe They'll go all out against Man U.
Nothing's on the table now.
Man U lost to West Ham over the weekend.
Yes.
By go to a courtesy of a blunder by David De Gea. You understand? So Man U is presently having a turbulent time. Let me put it in quote, turbulent.
Okay.
So I say my prediction for that game should be a draw.
Okay, Aki. Because we don't have much time again, that's why we are running up.
Okay.
Then let's look at them because we are English Premiership now. Let's now look at them. Real Madrid Getafe. Real Madrid Getafe. No, Real Madrid are playing against Almighty Man City in the second leg. Do you now think Real Madrid will go all out against Getafe?
Let me tell you one thing about this match. It's a very, very dicey match because Getafe is struggling relegation. And in the past, this season alone, they've changed their coach twice. The last casualty was Kike Flores, the coach of former Watford. Now, they need to win this match. And again, Real Madrid knows that there's nothing to fight for again in La Liga. They've lost the league already. They are 40 points behind leaders, Barcelona. And they have a tough match against Manchester City. So you expect Carlo Ancelotti to rotate his team. He will use his fringe team for Getafe because you know that last weekend they won the Copa del Rey by defeating Osasuna. So what they just need basically is for them to go to World Cup Getafe because they are playing at home. Just put your feet there. That's where you see the kind of Mariano Diaz, Nacho Fernandez, Tchouameni playing that match. So it's not.
I hope they use the former Chelsea player.
Eden Hazard. Well, these are the matches French players that came in play because it's no longer relevant in the team. So I don't think Getafe has an edge. Getafe has an edge.
Let's go to Germany.
Okay, Bundesliga.
Yeah, Bundesliga. We have a very crucial match. Bayern Munich and Schalke 04. Do you think that match will be easy for Bayern Munich to just win?
Bayern Munich needs to win this match. If you look at the Bundesliga table, you will see that Bayern is leading the table with just 2 points. And they have Dortmund trailing them. They have Leipzig. They have Union Berlin. Wow. So it's a do or die affair for Thomas Tuchel team to win. Because so that they can, after this match, they have just 2 matches left in the league. So they need to win it to clinch the title. Okay. So they need to win outright against Schalke 04. Schalke 04 is in the middle of the table. So
yeah, okay. Yeah, that was that on the Bundesliga. And okay, because I'm going to round up this program with your wonderful and lovely team, Arsenal. Because I know you are
the pride of London.
Which one is the pride of London? Well, let's leave that for now. Okay, Everton, Manchester City. The fact that Manchester City are playing, they are playing the what is it called? They are playing the Champions League. Does not mean they should not defeat Everton. But I want to hear your submission on that because I know you will tip Everton to beat Man City. As an Arsenal fan.
I need to be sentimental here. As I've been an Arsenal fan, Manchester City is in the best form of their life. Okay. In the EPL, you can't take that. But Everton is battling relegation. And who could have believed that Everton will go to Brighton, Amex Stadium in Brighton to defeat Brighton 5-1 in the course of the week? So, Everton can spring up surprise because Sean Dyche, their coach, knows that they need to escape relegation after spending so much. And let me remind you that Manchester City is going to Goodison Park to play Everton. Yes. And at the Etihad, they played a 1-1 draw. If you could recollect.
Yes, I can remember.
They played a 1-1 draw. So, without mincing words, it will be a crunchy match. So, but I'm tipping.
As an Arsenal fans, I know you are going to tip.
Everton could salvage a draw. The worst I believe Everton can get from this match is a draw.
I hope we watch the match together. But let me now round up this program with Arsenal Brighton. Before you talk, me, as the pride of London, as you called it, nowadays they have been disappointed. Their fans over there. This weekend, they will not break your heart again.
Well, let me tell you one thing. I've been supporting Arsenal for over 2 decades now.
Yeah,
So we are used to
okay,
heartbreak.
okay, you are used to have.
We are used to heartbreak, so it's not new to us.
Okay,
But the fact is that this season we were phenomenal. Leave it or not.
yeah, you try.
So I believe we playing Brighton, we are going for a win. In the reverse fixture, we defeated Brighton at the Amex Stadium 4-2.
Yeah.
So we don't have any choice other than to win. But let me remind you that Brighton too is also fighting for continental ticket.
Yes.
So, and coming from a 5-1 loss to Everton midweek, I know they will come all out for
Oh,
Arsenal.
yes, for us.
But I believe the way we were able to bring Newcastle to the leveler.
No, that match was.
I
That
don't.
match was super because I was even there to go and mock you guys.
So
even won it.
I believe we are going to defeat Brighton.
Well,
I believe.
I think I must appreciate you for coming to this show. This is our first edition on Let's Talk on News Extra Sports segment, and I'm glad you are here. That means we started this together. We started this together. I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
It's good to be part of history, and presently is an historical moment in the life of News Extra. So being part of it gives me joy, and I'm always at your service.
Thank you so much. I hope then the next week we will sit down together and have another celebration of what happened during the weekend between the Champions League and this team. So we'll review that and the Champions
By God's grace, God's plan in our lives,
League.
I'll be here to do what I know how to do best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Once again, viewers, my name is Adeyemi Obadimu. I work with News Extra. This is our sports segment on Let's Talk on News Extra. So we also have a segment for politics, entertainment, and religion, and so many other. Please do follow, share, like, and support us as we go to the nearest future. Thank you all.